GB with another chance here. Abrams, we hear the wonky horn playing from the far sideline in the crowd.
That is some A+ heckle game from the van, and I am 100% on board.
Oh, big bid from Rowledge, and Condors will get another chance. Bacon with the disc, pops over top, well taken in traffic, and delivered for the goal. Swink, in the end, gets the goal, puts the disc in his shirt, and lets it fall. Condors make good after an error on their first opportunity.
Couple of times they gave the disc to Great Britain, but their deal on offense that time never looked like it was really going to get going. Had to try and squeeze an inside hand through. Rowledge laid out, couldn't get it, and at the third time of asking for that point for the Condors, they eventually punch it in. You see there the bid from Rowledge was agonizingly close for Great Britain, and then after the turn, this throw to Mossing was a little bit floaty. A couple of GB defenders converged, but it left the player wide open, and Jang just jamming in the jam hole for the goal.
Cracking game.
Oh yeah it is. 11-all the current scoreline. Nothing can separate these two sides at the moment. See the cocktail bar in the background. I might make my way over there when this game's done.
What are those? Cocktails? I've never tried one. I better go see what they taste like.
What's your cocktail of choice?
An old-fashioned is my cocktail of choice.
Oh, nice.
There's bourbon and bitters and a little bit of orange rind, and it's a big old ice cube. I love old-fashioned. Here come GB. Keeping it on that sideline thus far. Justin Ford engages on the up line. He gets it. Ford looking to go around, has to go way back, dump pass to Mead. Mead centers. Now shot not quite for goal, not quite in. Towing on either side of the line, and then gets Wilson charging down at him. GB answer 12-11, still dictating the pace.
Yeah, catching the point. It's not usually Conrad Wilson's jurisdiction. You often see him throwing the assist, but that time worked his way to the front. We've seen quite a lot of the time GB towing that front line of the end zone. They're not a team that's afraid to use the full depth of the field. They can stretch you to the back of the end zone, and if they don't like it there, they're willing to go all the way to the front of the end zone to get that. We see an earlier fantastic grab as well from Wilson on that point, and GB stretched the field all the way across as well. Cartwright nearly melted in, couldn't quite do it, and then just popped it in, and Wilson gets to the front of the end zone for the goal, and GB retake the lead here at 12-11.
And we must have had a timeout late in the break there.
Also, I know you didn't ask, but my cocktail of choice, Long Island iced tea.
I was just about to ask Benji. I was getting Long Island iced tea. That's a whole lot of booze in there.
Oh,
a smorgasbord of mixing. You got rum, vodkas, a bit of everything in that. When I lived in South Korea in Busan, the big dance club there used to serve super teas, and it was a Long Island iced tea with a heavy pour, I think.
A turbo tea.
The difference. I love iced tea. If you can make the booze taste like it, why not?
I mean, why do you think it's my favorite cocktail?
Because it tastes like iced tea.
I mean, it doesn't really taste. Well, the thing is, it just doesn't. If you mix it right, there's so much alcohol, and it doesn't even taste alcoholic.
So why is it your favorite? Because it doesn't taste alcoholic?
And there's so much alcohol in it.
Okay.
Double happiness.
Double happiness. Deceiving. Sneak up on you and get you. Well, I encourage you to try the old-fashioned at your next opportunity, Benji.
I am partial on occasion if I'm feeling a little bit more sophisticated.
Yeah, the sophistication can such a beautiful taste. Here we come. Condors, Tran, up and over. Bacon can't get up enough. GB, can they open the buffer here?
Just showed the underside of that disc to the wind on the blade a little bit, and it popped over Bacon's head, and now GB can open their first 2-point lead of the game, and this late in the game is going to be tough for Condors to get it back as well.
And this wind has just been slowly and steadily picking up over the course watching this game, it is a thing of distraction here. It is definitely not allowing these players to throw their normal throws. Ollie Gordon on a high stall count launches to end zone. Pack grab available, but no! My God, he got there! I can't believe it! Slaughter after the tip on the pack grab. Spins out to the back corner and lays himself horizontal to pick up the pieces. GB, huge goal to go up 2.
Ollie Gordon put up an absolute prayer. It was tipped, and then Hayden Slaughter was the deity he needed. The apotheosis of Slaughter, becoming from man into God. We see just everyone gets underneath it. A maelstrom of receivers underneath. It's tipped, but don't catch your D's. It's going to open the door, and Slaughter, full extension on the layout grab. You can see the shocked faces of the GB players. They thought that was dead.
What a second effort there. That is what you need in championship situations. Your team always tells you just got to make plays. You never know when you're going to get the opportunities for them. But Slaughter found himself in the right place at the right time for that one.
What a man. What a man. And now GB, their first 2-point lead of the game. What a time to get it, and what a way to get it as well, Steph.
Sergeant Slaughter taking command.
Yeah, no sympathy for Condors from GB.
Here comes the D-look. Great pull by Abrams. That one's going to put a hole in the earth. Well handled. Great handling of that pull.
Really good snag.
Weaver. Condors need to bring it now. The hold is essential. Lots of space, but not enough legs. Swink can't turn on the afterburners. Abrams fires deep. Receiver is underneath it. Bignell cashes in. GB putting the foot down. Looking like they're going to hold the puppy under here.
Yeah, the foot has been fully initiated now from GB. They feel like they've just adapted to the wind a little bit better than Condors have, and just they're throwing themselves around. They look like they don't just think, they know they're going to win, it feels like, in their heads.
Condors asking for a bit of energy from the crowd. The crowd responds and gives it. Let's see if they can respond. We said last time it was getting to desperation time for that hold. Now even more so.
Yeah, GB 3 points up at this point. And so if they can't, Condors can't hold it, it's game over.
They've got their backs up against the wall. Condors need 4 in a row.
And against the tide of the quality of GB, it is tough, but we mentioned when they played earlier, they dug themselves out of some 3-point holes, and it finished 14-all there, but we're going to have a winner. There's no draws in bracket play.
Condors. Field to pull. Tran. Has nothing until late in the sequence. Gets Warner underneath. Warner to Bacon. Bacon winds up. Centers to Tran. Back to Warner. Condors looking good in the early part of this point. Gilligan gets one over the head of Abrams.
Good utilising, taking advantage of Abrams' face marking Gilligan there.
Condors continue to move upfield. Warner with the disc. Taking meters bit by bit. Tran fakes both times, then delivers. Upfield to space. Abrams steps in and says no. And now GB on game point. Abrams with the disc. Shot into the center. Eels to Brooks. To Cartwright. On the doorstep for tournament point. They've got it. Rowland with the goal. GB 15-11. In what was a close game, GB take the late momentum, put their foot down, hold this puppy under, and get themselves another Windmill Tournament Championship.